Khamzat Chimaev, one of the most feared fighters in the UFC, recently showcased his ruthless intensity in a sparring session with Russian YouTuber Mikhail Litvin. This wasn't just any sparring session. It was a stark reminder of why Chimaev is a force to be reckoned with in the MMA world. In a light sparring session, you might expect some restraint, especially when one of the participants is a YouTuber stepping into the cage for the first time. But Chimaev had other plans. Facing off against Mikhail Litvin, a popular Russian YouTube star, Chimaev decided to channel his inner Sean Strickland, treating Litvin not as an amateur, but as a seasoned veteran. Known for his explosive starts, Chimaev didn't waste any time. He rushed forward with such intensity that it seemed he barely acknowledged Litvin's attempt at a glove touch. From the get-go, Boers was on the offensive, demonstrating why he's one of the most intimidating fighters on the UFC roster. Almost immediately, Chimaev began punishing Litvin's body with powerful strikes. It didn't take long for the YouTuber to hit the canvas. Despite the session being light, Chimaev's ground and pound was anything but. The force of his blows forced his coach to step in, momentarily halting the action. In a display of sheer courage, Litvin didn't back down. Though clearly in pain, he threw himself back into the fray, determined to prove his mettle. But Chimaev was relentless. Litvin's comeback attempt was short-lived. Chimaev's relentless assault continued, and it wasn't long before the YouTuber was down once more. Each hit from Chimaev reaffirmed his reputation as a ferocious competitor. The end came swiftly. Chimaev dropped Litvin for the third time, bringing their sparring session to a definitive close. It was a brutal lesson in the realities of stepping into the cage with a UFC fighter of Chimaev's caliber. While Litvin deserves credit for his bravery, stepping into the cage with Chimaev proved to be a daunting challenge. This session highlighted not just Chimaev's skill and power, but also the immense gap between a seasoned MMA fighter and an amateur. As for Khamzat Chimaev, his future in the UFC remains highly anticipated. Despite recent health scares that forced him to withdraw from a bout against Robert Whittaker, Chimaev has no intentions of stepping away from the sport. Fans eagerly await his return to the octagon, hoping to see more of his dominant performances.
Go! Левый, левый, нас осталось. 20 секунд. 10 осталось. 10, беги оттуда. Не бру вообще жопа. 5, 6, давай, 8, let's go. Просто соскакивай. Просто беги. Боковой, потом кетчуп. 5 секунд.
Stay tuned for more updates on Khamzat Chimaev's journey, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for all the latest in the world of MMA. Until next time, keep fighting.